It's your boy James, Mr. Stop Eating Dirty, Stop Being Dirty, all that dirty shh. Subscribe to the channel. Trying to be more consistent with the channel. I appreciate my support system, the fans. Even for the majority of my subscribers to watch me because of battle rap recaps and blogs or whatever I speak about battle rap, and you still tune in to my workout blogs and respect the transition that I'm making according with my life and things that I want to share in my day-to-day of something that become a big part of my day-to-day and my life is the workout, the health, the fitness. I know what it is to be out of shape. I know what it is to not feel comfortable being that person, and I just want to share the journey. And if I can help anyone, get on the right road, that shit is pretty dope if I can do that. Subscribe to the channel and understand more of those blogs are coming. And I have a few things in the works with the eating blogs. I got a stomach blog coming now, stomach workouts and all that good stuff. And but right now I want to talk about TAY ROC. A lot has been going on with TAY ROC over the course of last year, even more than that. Just the way he's been carrying himself disrespectfully in interviews and being so extra at battles and taking the ad-libbing and there's one thing to support your crew, but to get as mixy as he's been as far as almost fighting. They even labeled him like the almost always fight guy, and it could be funny, a funny label and all that, but the reality of it isn't funny. And him projecting that type of energy, and when I really do believe what you put out, you get back. And and I feel like things are really going downhill for him, because of that. When you display such negative energy, eventually it's gonna hit you back. And I feel like a lot of that's been coming back to him recently. As you see in the title, it's more so a grabby title than anything else. I'm not here to bash TAY ROC. When people ask me who's my favorite battle rapper, I was just talking to my boy Debo about it, not the Debo y'all know, the real Debo, and dude from my block, and I was like, he's like, who's your favorite battle rapper? And I'd be like, I'm like, yeah, it's TAY ROC. That'll be my answer. You know what I'm saying? And it's consistent and just came from the mud, man. I still remember when he had a close battle with Kaboom, and he just all the Lions Den era and that aggression, them dirty huge hats, and the K-Shine battle, and I was a fan of it. Even the freestyles he was doing with Dot Mob and Dan Bars and all that, I was a fan of him. And I still am to this day. He supported my merch. I sent them hoodies, Scullies. He's rocked it at the a bunch of times, and I appreciate that. And as well as anyone else who supports the brand, link in the bio for that. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm just talking about in general, the dude, I have nothing bad to say about him. I don't know him personally, though we spoke a few times and shit like that, chopped it up at events. I don't know him personally. But from the outside looking in, I feel like, things are going on with him in the home front. As we see now, over the course of the last year or two, he doesn't have his baby moms with him anymore. I'm not sure if they're together or not, but if he was with her all the time at all the events and all his videos, and now he's not, I could assume he's no longer with her. And, I don't think nobody understands the magnitude of that situation, or not being with the woman, the mother of your children, and understanding what that could do to him, or not knowing what their fallout was, whether it could have been infidelity on her end, on his end. It could have been an abusive thing. It could have been just two people falling apart. But regardless, he lost someone as far as a companion who was dear to him at one point. And I think that could really affect him. And, if you had to ask my assumption on what he's been going through, I think that plays a huge role in it. Though I could be completely wrong, this is just my hypothesis assessment on this situation. It's just an educated guess in so many words. You have the rumors coming out with the whole tranny thing, and I don't entertain things like that just because, first of all, above all, I'm not here to judge anyone's sexual preference, but we're in a judgmental entity with battle rap, and if that's what you're into, but you're not claiming that it's gonna come out, it's gonna be ugly for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to talk about if that's true or not, but this is what I'm saying. Just again, bringing that energy towards you. You're putting out all this bad energy, almost starting fights, talking so recklessly, suck mom, all this crazy stuff, and now that shit's coming back to you, and it's coming back to you in an embarrassing light, because that is an embarrassing situation to have yourself tied on, having these transgenders saying they know you or been with you if you wanted them and things like that, and it sucks for, you know, I can assume for what you're going through, you know. And then you have the situation where you had beef with this dot mob dude who, you know, who you fought not too long ago, and then now, you know, allegedly, you know, they took the chains from you. You know, it could have been your man's, you know, you could have left it somewhere. You know, people do stuff. You could have been drunk leaning after the club and they took it off you. I don't know the story. I don't want to know the story. I just know it's unfortunate that you no longer have your property and now it's in the hands of someone who you're not on good terms with. And again, I'm not here to bash that. You know, let the battle rap fans or other bloggers do that, or your next battles. You know, you're going to have to deal with this stuff. You know how it is. You go through things on camera in the forefront, you're going to hear about it. You know, dust your shoulders off, and overall, what I have to say to you, my message to you is fall back. You just need to fall back, man. Whatever it is internally that's bothering you, take care of it. You know, if you can't cope with the fact you're no longer with people or the situations you're in no longer, take time away. Step back. Take a minute to understand that battle rap isn't your life. You know, battle rap don't need you. You know, you don't need battle rap needs you. And whether people feel that's the case or not, you need to adopt that mentality. And understand, once you do, you'll realize this isn't a priority for you that's necessary to answer every DM or answer every tweet. And this guy said this, and I'm going to talk about this. And you're just bringing so much bad energy towards you. You need to transition out of this. And you know, I'm not saying to leave battle rap as a whole, but just fall back. Stay off camera. Stay off social media for a minute. Get back to understanding that life is beyond this shit, because it will pull you down into this black hole where you're not going to know where to get out. And now what? Your back is against the wall. So now you feel like you're going to have to defend yourself, and possibly, you know, I see the DMs you put out on, you know, these guys are going to need funeral money and keep the chain. And listen, man, I hope you don't go that route, but I'm not here to judge. At the end of the day, when you're in the streets, you're in the streets, and sometimes street things happen to you, and you got to handle it in a street manner back, you know. Though I'm not promoting that, I understand it. I get it. And if you have to go that route, I just wish the best for you. But right now, man, I just hope you can just back up from all this, get your mind right, get back to the great battle rapper that you are, super funny dude, super cool, and get back to that, man. Fuck that chip on your shoulder. Forget what people are saying about you. It doesn't matter. You know who matters? Your children. That's what matters. Your life, your bills being paid, the love and the support you get around for people before battle rappers ever here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we tend to give more attention to people who barely care about us, and the people who really care about us are right in our face that we ignore. Not saying that's what you're doing, but if that's the case, readjust, readapt, and reassess the situations you're going through, and I guarantee a step back can be best for you. You know what I mean? Maybe even put some of that weed down and stop drinking so much and get your mind clear. Hit the gym. You know, I promote the gym not just because I want to look good and help. Yo, it's great. You have never went to the gym and when you walked out the gym didn't feel good. Not one time ever have I left the gym and not felt like, wow, I feel way better than I did before I got in here. You know, the blog is just basically the same, man. I hope you get your mind right. I hope things go well for you. And I hope you can take a step back and just understand that it's okay to disappear for a little bit. Handle your priorities. Don't answer all the messages. Ignore social media. Life is beyond this shit. Understand life is beautiful, man. If you lost sight of that, I hope you can find that again. I got some new blogs dropping for y'all. Like I said, I got the What I Eat in the Day blog. I got the stomach workout blog. I got a chest blog for y'all. Not chest. I hate that y'all do that. And the risk bars is just terrible. And but anyway, man, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Stop eating dirty.